Today we're going to be taking a look and giving you guys the latest update on Honkai Star Rail, the upcoming free-to-play 3D space fantasy RPG, which if you didn't guess already from its style and aesthetic, is from hoyoverse or miHoYo, the creators of Genshin Impact, Honkai Impact 3rd, and Zenless Zone Zero. We'll be exploring what Honkai Star Rail is all about, its features, and its release date, and if it's worth checking out. But what have you guys been checking out recently? If you found any cool games or discoveries, hook us up in the comments down below so we can check it out too. And you can support us and the video by hitting like and subscribing down below so you don't miss out on all these updates from us here on the channel. Much like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail will be coming to multiple platforms including PlayStation, mobile, and PC. I would say think of this game as if Genshin Impact and Honkai Impact had a baby, and so we have Honkai Star Rail. The game takes place across various worlds in space, in which they say is a boundless universe filled with wonder, while the gameplay itself is actually something I'm super intrigued in as a big fan of traditional RPGs like Final Fantasy X. It's got turn-based combat with a variety of different elemental types, buffs, abilities, and ultimates in which they want to reimagine tactical combat. The way that the combat works itself is that you will control a single character in the open world, but you can also switch that character out and cycle between characters within your party. In the world, you'll see enemies roaming about, and you can attack them with your active character to enter into turn-based combat with those enemies, and depending on the character that you attack with, you'll get an effect at the start of battle like buffing yourself or debuffing enemies right at the start. So planning your method of attack starts from the way that you choose to enter the battle and then goes into the battle itself. Characters effectively have classes, so you're going to have to mix and match different classes of characters to complement each other in battle, and it's quite important because each character has 3 abilities to use and a passive. You'll be using your basic attack ability to build up points that you can then use to activate your other ability, and you'll also have an ultimate ability that will be building up over the course of the battle. The game is spread across space and even has a space station, which has us super intrigued about as we do love a good sci-fi experience. But here's what they have to say about the game officially. Hop aboard the Astral Express and experience the galaxy's infinite wonders on a journey filled with adventure and thrills. Players will meet new companions across various worlds and even chance upon familiar faces. Together, they will overcome the struggles caused by Stellaron and unravel the hidden truths behind it. It is much like Genshin Impact going to have gacha banners as a system to pull characters of different rarities and powers within the game to enhance your team, which generally is a system I don't really like in my games. However, Genshin Impact did offer a lot of good fun and content regardless of spending on these banners, so I'm hopeful that this will be the same for Honkai Star Rail. We do, however, know that the game will feature brand new characters alongside alternative versions of existing characters from Honkai Impact 3rd, so if you have an attachment to the characters from Honkai, then this is probably right up your street. And even if you don't have that attachment, I will say the character designs do look pretty good across the board. We know what the first 2 banners for the game's launch will actually be, and the first one is Warp Phase 1, where you can pull the 5-star character Sealy, or Seal, I'm not sure how you say it, butterfly on the sword tip, as well as Event Warp Phase 2, where you can pull the 5-star character Jin Yuan, Swirl of the Heavenly Spear. Since these are the launch banners, I think it's pretty likely that these characters are going to be very powerful. And having those powerful characters in your team will be very helpful for clearing harder content than just the regular battles, such as the Forgotten Hall, which will have you complete a series of difficult and turn-limited battles to gain extra rewards and materials. There are also events aimed for the second half of version 1's release, such as the Boulder Town Super League, where you'll take on 5 tournaments to earn points and climb to the top of the ranking system to win more rewards. There are other ways to get rewards too, such as leveling up and progressing through the in-game event Trailblazing Will, which will give you currency for up to 50 in-game pulls to get those powerful characters. On top of this, you can use this QR code on screen or the link in the description to get a head start by completing some pretty simple tasks to get some early warps and gain in-game items in preparation for launch, and there's even physical rewards that you can get from this too if you're lucky. When the game does launch though, there will be a 7-day login event which will reward a total of 10 items equivalent to 10 pulls on an exclusive banner. And if you pre-register, there are different tiers and bonuses depending on how many players pre-register, up to 5 million players, which will grant all kinds of different item rewards. You are probably wondering when the game will actually release though, and it's currently set for April 26th as its official release date for PC and mobile, with the PlayStation version set to be coming soon. But if you have ropey internet like I do, then it's good to know that you can pre-install the game starting by April 23rd, so you're ready to go on launch day. Interestingly, the game does feature co-op, but not in the sense that they can join your world like they can in Genshin Impact. Instead, by adding friends, you'll be able to make use of one of their characters as your support character in battles. So having friends will be useful, but it's not quite the same as having someone join into your world. Are you going to pre-register and give Honkai Star Rail a try when it releases in April? Tell us in the comments down below. And the two videos on screen now we think you'll really enjoy if you did enjoy this one. Of course, you don't have to watch them if you don't want to, but if you did enjoy this video, you're probably going to like these ones too. And then tell us what you think after watching in the comments down below.